One of my dear friends, Elizabeth Williams, is here joining me because I'll tell you something, it's really tough out there for young couples and graduates, college graduates. It is a whole different world. Elizabeth just got married. Congratulations on being a newlywed. But it changes everything, doesn't it?
Yes, it can.
How so?
Well, I think before, when I was working and living on my own, I didn't really have a lot of responsibility. I really was only responsible and accountable to myself. And so I was able to get by on a budget where I wasn't necessarily saving a lot of money, but I wasn't in debt and I could kind of spend it freely and not have to answer to anyone else in terms of my funding. And then all of a sudden you get married and it's a different level of accountability where there's someone else kind of working with you and you're learning how to share funding and budget together. And so I think there are a lot of different things that come up that weren't necessarily there before.
You're really great at coming up with creative ideas. In fact, you came up with the find the fabulous in frugal idea, and you're going to be doing some segments on that.
Yes.
But you've really had to do that, and it's tough for young people in the job market today, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And especially I live in DC right now, so the cost of living is really high, and I think it's hard trying to balance the lifestyle that you might want to provide for yourself with the reality. But I think even in harder times, or even when salaries might be reduced or your cost of living is high, there are a lot of different ways that you can it's a time to be creative. And even though you don't have the financial resources, there are a lot of different outlets such as womenssavemoney.com where you can really find creative ways to still enjoy things, enjoy being with people, and find ways to stretch your dollar.
Here's the fun thing. I have a little flip cam. I'm going to give it to Elizabeth, so she's going to talk about moving and being frugal, how to find the fabulous in frugal, all sorts of fun things. But at the core and the heart of it, God really helps you and encourages you, doesn't he? How so?
I think the past year, I was in a job change, so I saw my salary change significantly. And looking back, it's not the way that I thought the year would have gone. We saw a lot of different doors that we thought would open, close. But as we look back on our first year of marriage, the one thing that stayed the same was that God was so faithful to provide. And so I feel like he provided our community and just in different relationships and even in opportunities. And so even though it might not have been this glamorous life as a married girl, we have seen God provide over and over again, and it's really blessed us. And I think it's building a foundation that as we continue on in our life, we hope to still establish a lot of those basic financial principles moving forward.
Absolutely. And that's the message of Women Save Money. And also, you have a blog. Tell us your blog.
Yes, I do. I have a blog called Long to Love.
Long to Love.
Long to Love. Longtolove.net.
.net.
Yes.
Okay.
And it started about 2 years ago just as a way to encourage women in their faith and kind of in that journey. And I think really draw our hearts back ultimately to the Lord.
All right, and that's what it's all about. Elizabeth Williams, thank you. I can't wait to see your segments.
I'm excited.
And send in your segments to womenssavemoney.com.